Oh wait, MA2, what to do before you watch The Backrooms. Shout out my nigga MA2. We are going to be watching this video because I don't know a lot about The Backrooms. I want to learn more before I watch the movie. I wish I could have went to go watch the movie with some friends, but unfortunately I'm just going to watch this by myself. Unless, you know what I'm saying, anyone watching this is a bad bitch and would want to come with me, maybe. She's sitting on your lap as well. Oh my god, I thought you were saying shitting. Nigga, she doing more than sit on my lap. She gon' I can already tell it's about to be a fire video. It's gonna tell it editing. I can't believe, bro. I used to think this was like the same universe as like the SCP shit. I don't know, maybe it's like robots that got me confused with it.
To those who have been on the internet for a while, it seems common that these walls are something that every online horror fan has burned into their memory. But to the general public, this month may be the first time they have heard or seen.
My bad if this is a little bit of distraction from the movie, but damn, that nigga got a fucking yam, bro. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be on it. I'm gonna say something about the whole time I'm watching the movie, bro.
To the general public, this month may be the first time they have heard or seen what they will soon come to know as The Backrooms. If you haven't seen, a new trailer just dropped for the Backrooms movie, and the hype that has built around this film is insane. The Backrooms is about to become mainstream, and if you aren't familiar with the concept and the trailer has you a little confused, this video is to help you out. Because maybe some of you are young enough that the only relationship you have to this is scary games that you've seen your favorite YouTuber play, or some of you were past the prime internet age and you are just confused as hell as to what is happening. Put it simply, The Backrooms is this idea that if you fell just right or took a wrong step at the perfect time, you could accidentally fall through your world and into this maze of yellow horrors. Originally, the concept of The Backrooms came from an online post years ago. This simple picture has birthed thousands of different stories, an entire YouTube series and communities.
Are you serious? All of this came from a fucking Reddit comment, bro? Yo, am I tweaking, or is every girl nowadays talking about eating some ass? Bro, I'm telling you, eating ass is the one thing I will never do. Eating any sort of ass play, any sort of booty stuff, I can't do no booty stuff. I'll suck your toes, you know what I'm saying? I might kiss your armpits. Nigga, I will never eat ass, bro.
Are based around this single image
and
that users coin.
And you can't eat mine!
As The Backrooms, a place that feels human but lost in time, almost outside of our world, entirely a new one but so familiar. And online, it is legendary. But with so many different takes on The Backrooms in the last decade plus, you may be wondering, what is this upcoming movie going to be about? Well, luckily spearheading the project as one of the directors is Kane Parsons, better known online as Kane Pixels, who is the creator of the YouTube series titled The Backrooms. And these videos basically exploded The Backrooms from a random creepypasta, specifically for its at the time very hyper-realistic take, almost single-handedly reintroducing first-person horror in a way we've never seen. As viewers for the first time were able to enter a world they never thought would be possible. Now, I do want to note he's not the creator, but he's sort of like the Ben Franklin of it. He didn't invent it, he just made it extremely popular, leaving in viewers with an insane concept and unfolding plot that only gets more twisted as time goes on. I understand why A24 picked him, and it's also very safe to say that he will most likely be pulling a lot of influence from his previous work, especially since we see a lot of scenes in the Backroom trailer that use the same first-person POV. So today, I'm going to prepare those of you who may be new, or may just need a rehash on the surface-level understanding of the Backrooms lore and what we might expect to see in this upcoming movie.
This movie looks so fire.
This isn't going to be a full deep dive on everything. I already did that. But this is going to be a shorter, more digestible topic cover. But who knows, maybe Kane is using this movie to build on top of what he's already laid out. So if you want to go into the movie with no stone left unturned, I'd recommend that video. So with that in mind, let's get started. First, I'm going to cover the trailer and check out some Easter eggs you might have missed or things you could be a little confused on. Opening up to a furniture store, Captain Clark really has no story purpose in the Backrooms online series. It's more of an Easter egg to the original picture, since the Backrooms photo was supposedly taken in a closing furniture store. Okay. This one belongs to our protagonist Clark, who seems to have found a doorway in his store's basement. Doorway is how Kane refers to openings to the Backrooms in his series. Most of the time they're completely invisible, which is why people don't know they're entering the Backrooms.
Oh! Okay, see, off the video, I thought it was just like a random event. You know, like quantum tunneling. I thought it was some shit like that. Like you had like a 0.1 chance of falling into the back rooms. I didn't know there's like a consistent like door entrance way. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I first in the trailer though, I was kind of confused why he found like an area. They're both true. Oh, okay. So so in the fucking Backrooms universe, you could just fucking be walking in, and one day you just like trip into that bitch, not even walking through like one of their doors or something. That's crazy.
Doorways appear all over the world and throughout time, but I'll go more in depth on that later. For this split-second frame, we can see a commercial for a therapist, maybe even a psychiatrist, Dr. Mary Klein. From what we can tell from the narration, Clark seems to be mapping out the entire area of the Backrooms from his entrance. Yeah, Clark, you might be doing that for a while, but his methods, such as tying a rope to track where he's at, is very smart, as it's something we see done a lot in the online series, specifically by a company called Async, who I'll also get into later, but they may be the people who we see monitoring Clark on the camera screens, and I'm 100% sure these are Async workers in the hazmat suits, which Kane uses these models all the time. Also, something you might have missed, the painting that's behind these guys in this scene is also seen earlier in the furniture store. And I'm gonna say it right now, that is not a coincidence. We also see Clark looking for the exit, which is no longer there, as the Backrooms has a tendency to move you around in space and time. Yeah, things get confusing very quickly.
Are you serious? Okay, wait, so if you're in there, like, okay, so like, you're telling me, let's say I'm fucking right, I accidentally no clip into the back rooms, right? And then like I find a way out within like 5 minutes. Would it jump forward? Like would time like jump forward or something? Or like how does that work? You know, he's probably gonna explain it. My bad. I don't even know why I had to use the fucking analogy of fucking, bro. Are we serious? My bad, gang.
Quickly for not paying attention. Quick! What was the date on the TV screen? Oh, come on. It's not a Backrooms video if you're not analyzing and logging everything. Now, since this is just a trailer, I really don't want to make too bold of a claim here, but I have a sneaking suspicion that this woman is probably gonna die. Not just because she's covered in blood and the backroom seems to be closing in on her. It's instead because you all see that doorway, right? Doorways into the Backrooms can be anywhere, even 1,000 feet up in the air.
Oh shit.
And that basically wraps up the trailer. Now with that out of the way, it's time to go through some major topics in the OG series to get you up to date with everything in a timely manner. So the first question I want to answer, and what many of you guys may be wondering, is what is the Backrooms? Is it really just an alternate reality, or is it something man-made? And the answer is yes. Well, it's a lot more complicated and somehow simpler than that.
Wait, it's man-made? My bad, I'm not really contributing much besides asking questions, but like this is like some crazy ass, like I didn't know none of this! I didn't know shit! You female, watch, okay. Shit, you right, bro. Okay, yeah, you're right.
In Kane Pixel's Backrooms, Async is a research facility that in the 80s had proposed an idea to create a machine that could open up a small pocket universe that could help the world store things. Yeah, the Backrooms is basically a glorified closet. Well, it didn't start off that way, at least. Truly, the Backrooms idea was formed years before at the Oak Ridge National Laboratory, where research was done in a particle acceleration by a Philip R. Heyman. Particle acceleration is actually a real-world science where particles are shot at each other to make a reaction at very high speeds. I bet you guys didn't think we were going to be learning about molecule science, huh? And over the years, this idea and research grew into a bigger project with more funding, where it would culminate with this. First contact into the Backrooms. Possibly the greatest scientific breakthrough of all time. Just ignore the shock waves of earthquakes and thousands dead or injured because of this experiment. An entirely new, ever-expanding dimension at Asink's fingertips. And they thought of the idea to market this as not just a way to store Earth's waste and debris, but also have entire residential areas, stores, restaurant, entire living in the backrooms.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Low key, like, okay, look, yeah, they're messing around with universes and shit, but like, they're not, like, it's not like they're using it for bullshit yet.
Which, not gonna lie to you, would have been pretty genius, because you would basically have infinite storage. You may not think that's insane, but
yeah,
unlimited storage is like basically having unlimited money, new places to venture, new worlds to discover at that point. Ever need a space to put those old suitcases? Gotta fix for that. Nowhere to put your old clothes? Gotta fix for that.
Okay,
need to hide a body where it can never be found? Well, the Backrooms is just for you. But there's only one problem. Well, not one, a lot of problems actually. This isn't the only portal open. Multiple around the world begin to open up, leading to people falling in and getting lost in the halls. Soon after the experiments, Async begins to do their own ventures into the Backrooms, cataloging the surrounding area, but quickly realize that the place is unstable, as the walls seem to shift and move. Even one of their own researchers gets lost. So they begin to be more careful, building into the Backrooms, as it seems if you bring something that connects you to the original portal, such as a rope, or even, I guess, entire infrastructure, the Backrooms will not change around you. It will become more stable.
But we didn't see.
Yeah, that lost Async researcher, he was Peter Trench, who was on a voyage mapping out the area, who got distracted by some noise away from the team and got transported to what seemed like
he got transported.
Area, but we actually find out that he was pushed through time. And this is where the confusing stuff really happens, because the Backrooms, yes, can push people both forward and back in time, pushing Peter, funnily enough, to when Async was giving the Department of Energy a tour to get funding from the government. Good old government, always getting in everything bad. But this was a major moment, because Async just assumed that Peter was lost to the halls, or the mold monster. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that this Backroom series also has a skinny mold monster that chases and consumes people, even mimicking human voices to lure them out, or possibly even takes their last words. Not much is known about them, honestly, only that they are native to the Backrooms and could possibly be people who died getting taken over by the toxic environment. Now, Async isn't oblivious to all that is happening here. At first, yes, they may have been naive to...
Imagine like you're like a black guy, and you're just chilling, you're driving, your car flies into the Backrooms, and then like you just find an exit, and you get sent back to the fucking 1970s, no, not like the 60s, and then like you just get lynched or some shit. My bad, I don't know why it came into my mind, bro. That type of shit always comes into my mind whenever I hear about time travel. 1800s, 1860s, bro, they was lynching niggas in the 1960s. Niggas was getting lynched in the 70s, 80s.
What they were getting themselves into. But as they got deeper into this mess, they start to do some questionable things, such as holding Peter hostage, even faking his death, supposedly. He might be alive, he might not be, I don't know. Kane needs to release some more videos for us to figure that out. And even hiding bodies they find in the Backrooms of people who just fall through a doorway. And of course, you know, they get very money hungry. What major corporation isn't? And so far, you have all major plot points of...
What the fuck is that? Can one of y'all explain whatever the fuck that is to me? Because that looks like a grown-ass man, but that's supposed to be a dead body, right? Because that looks like a fucking 5-year-old, bro. Or is that just what niggas look like when their bodies decay or some shit?
The story, except...
I
don't even know if I should throw this out there. I'm not covering everything, like I said, because sure, you have some random green glowing rooms and people who actually have made it out, but those plot lines are smaller compared to what I think is happening with the Backrooms. And this is more a personal theory, but also probably not, because it has to deal with the time travel, which I kind of glossed over earlier. Remember when I mentioned that painting we saw earlier in Clark's shop reappearing in the Backrooms? Well, we see similar wall paintings in the online series as well. And at the time, I wasn't too sure what they were, or even why they were there. I chalked it up to the Backrooms trying to imitate the real world, but the Backrooms isn't trying to imitate the real world. I think that the Backrooms is colliding different moments in time together all at once. The thing that really made me think this was rewatching the Backrooms Found Footage 3. Yes, it was 45 minutes long, and yes, I rewatched it probably 7 times for both these videos. But here we get a moment where we're following our new main protagonist. I say new because most of the time they die or we don't know what happens to them. Entering the backrooms that he just accidentally got into and is lost, searching around, where he comes to a house which is not unusual to see, but this one is fully furnished and you can even hear other people.
Hold on, sorry. I think someone's outside.
Fuck no. I'm shitting my pants, nigga. Yo, hell no.
Someone out there?
Hell no. How do you even explain
I'm
that?
sorry. I don't know where I am. I need help.
You're on private property. You need to leave.
I'm trying, okay?
And he gets to a point against the wall where he's actively talking with somebody through not even a doorway. It's like he can hear a next door neighbor, but he can't exit, which is odd. It's almost like the worlds seem to be merging together. Like I mentioned before, the Backrooms is unstable. It shifts around unless it is attached to something in the real world. And I personally think that async opening up the portal to the Backrooms made the entire world itself unstable. Now we're gonna get a little scientific here, but imagine if this was a real life thing. Imagine having a pocket dimension that you could just go in and out of at any time. Not only would that be super cool, but it would take an insane amount of energy. Ripping the fabric of space-time would not be so easy.
Oh, wait, so is like the Backrooms just slowly like colliding with like the like our dimension like over time, and it's just like becoming, it's just trying to become like one like singular thing? Yes. Yo, that's so dope. Like an evil alternate version of our world just trying to merge with, like, that's so fucking cool. Damn, bro, how the fuck did Stranger Things fuck that up?
Reason why they were blasting particles at each other to release huge amounts of energy. So my own headcanon is that the Backrooms is actively taking so much energy from the universe, it's basically merging it into itself. And not just our time right now, but possibly every time ever. And the longer that the Backrooms stays open, the more information and energy it steals. That's why in earlier versions there was less stuff in it, less human things. But as it advances, we get huge buildings, city streets, fully furnished houses that I think are all combining from the real world. But that's just my personal theory. And if you thought that was crazy, go watch the whole hour-and-a-half video. It gets so much more insane and detail-oriented. But hopefully now you can watch the Backrooms and not have no clue what's happening.
Not gonna lie, okay, I might just, oh shit. Okay, I might just watch this video on my own, like later on tonight, bro. Just like this whole shit. Damn, that was a good ass video, bro. Backrooms, yo, I'm a Backrooms fan now.